Here she comes.
We bought a van!
This is our 2005 Sprinter. It used to be a water delivery truck. I got it off Craigslist here a couple days ago. So super excited to share and start this journey with y'all. So it is a 2005, as I said. It's got 300,000 miles on it. It's not perfect. It was a commercial vehicle for 15 years. So it
needs a lot of tender love and care.
it needs to be polished a little. It's got its quirks and it's missing pieces and stuff, but good thing there's a junkyard near us with a couple Sprinters, so hopefully be able to get some new parts to fix some of this stuff.
And we kind of decided to do it now since we're in quarantine. We can't go anywhere. We both want a project to work on. Colin's finished with his bike, and I'm finished with my home project. So we thought this would be the perfect thing for us to work on next. And it was kind of a spur of the moment, even though we've been looking.
It was spur of the moment because it was too good of a deal
to pass up.
Mainly being that there's not any rust on this except for a couple surface spots, which I'll go around. If y'all know the TN1, T1N, whatever, this generation 2000 to 2006 Sprinters, you know that they're known for rust, but they're also known for really good gas mileage. So it's kind of a catch-22. But this one is majority rust-free, which it checked a lot of boxes for what we wanted in a van. Price, no rust, good platform, the longer wheelbase. We're not going to be doing a lot of stuff in cities too much, so the longer wheelbase doesn't bother us. We'll have more room to do some activities and stuff inside.
And we also don't plan to live in the van. We're gonna also have our house, so it's not gonna be all blinged out to live in.
Yeah, we're not full timing in this for sure. This is gonna be we're gonna every couple weeks go on a trip for a couple weeks at a time or so. I mean, we're doing van life, but on as you would with like an RV, just go on vacations and stuff with it, but still have home base be here in Charlotte.
And if you have any questions, put them in our comments and we'll answer them in our other videos. We plan to do maybe like a weekly update every week of where we are with the van. So if you just leave us questions, we'll tell you anything.
So let's take you on a tour and show you what we got. So this is pretty much how we got it. 2 spare tires. I got a bumper from the seller from another van that he had as parts, but I mean, it's essentially a van. There's nothing too special in here. It has this sort of wall up before. We're not going to keep that. It's kind of worn out.
We're going to strip the whole inside, clean it up, probably next week's video, so check that out. We're also going to rip this thing out, the divider, because we don't need it. The door also doesn't work, so Colin's gonna make sure this door slides and opens.
Yeah, so if you can tell, I'm 6'2", and I fit in here. This is one of the reasons we wanted the taller roof, is that I'm able to fit in here. I just barely fit in here, so when there's a proper floor in here, we'll see how much space that actually takes up, and then also ceiling. But I can pretty much stand up, which is why we wanted the high roof model. So here's the exterior of the van, starting with the back, because this is kind of where its history is. I did a full Carfax history of the van, and it did have 2 minor accidents. One being that it got rear-ended at some point in time. So these doors are new, and I have a replacement bumper, but there is a little bit of damage here, and they did a really crappy job putting the new doors on, so all the hinges are loose so it doesn't line up, and I gotta get a new third brake light. So coming along the side of the van, it has this awesome graphic, which is 15 years of baked on vinyl, so it's gonna be fun getting off. It was a commercial van, so it has a little bit of scruffs here and there. The tires aren't 2 of the tires aren't great, the other 4 are fine, this one being one that's not great. So I'm gonna trade that out with the spare tire, and this will be the spare for now. I do have 2 spares, which is nice. This is the door that doesn't work. It doesn't latch, but everything's just really loose, so I think it just needs to be bolted down securely. Driver's compartment, but we will go in there later. It has the towing mirrors. I know there's a couple different options, but these are the ones I wanted because they have the blind spot on them. Again, if you notice, first thing that starts to rust out is around the windows and on the roof, and all the paint is good, is great. There's a little bit of chips here on the front that were from rock chips that are starting to rust, but it's just surface rust, so I'm gonna sand those out and probably repaint the hood. Probably black, just because white will never match. Cracked windshield, gotta get that fixed. Coming around, we don't know if we're gonna leave the number 7, but we like it so far. One thing that just started happening is this mirror is not staying in place, and this mirror is cracked a little bit, but it's minor details. The side marker indicators, I have one of those. Driver's door, the other side of the vinyl. But overall, the body's pretty straight. There's no rust. I mean, there's a little bit of rust on the rockers, a little bit, but the frame and everything is really good. And all the seams and the pinch welds are also really good. So I went and looked at it twice, and it was just, rust-wise, it was too good of an opportunity to pass up for one of these generations of Sprinters. So inside the cab, again, commercial vehicle, so the people driving it did not care. So we have a little bit of wearing here and there. But overall, the cab's not bad. The air conditioning needs to be fixed. The blower motor resistor is out, so it's an easy fix. That's my scan gauge. I was just scanning stuff, and every once in a while it'll throw an O2 sensor code. So that's something else that has to be fixed. Gonna replace the stereo. That one's coded out or locked out with the code. It has power windows, which is, I haven't seen too many other ones with power windows. I don't know how I feel about them. I like manual windows. One less thing to break, but having power windows isn't bad. The center console is all down there. That was for getting started to look at the HVAC controls and figure those out, why it's not really blowing. We need to get some more of those switches for the blank spots. Some of them were on the floor, but there's a couple that are missing. But besides that, the cabin, as you can see, there's the big divider. It's really messy in here. The guy did 0 cleaning before selling it, so it's a lot of receipts and invoices from clients from the water company. So, yeah, it needs a deep cleaning, but up here it's not too bad. So it's got, right now, it's got 305,000 miles on it, which is about, from my research, it's not a lot, but it's not a little. It's about half life for these engines, and I plan on doing a full fluid change and everything. Just you don't know the history of it, so might as well replace it. Again, cracked windshield, gonna have to replace that. But that's pretty much it for where we are starting out with the van. So I hope you come along and enjoy us and watch the build process.
Watch me too.
And this is what I'm excited to work on, pulling the spine.